What are we doing, Dale?
Bitching and whining.
We're gonna switch the blue tractor back onto the mixer because the white had an accident in the radiator this morning. Apparently, a patched radiator is nothing more than a patched radiator. So I'm gonna have to get a new radiator. That's fine. It's more money. Just another tractor down. This thing's leaking hydraulic fluid, but you can always add that. Good enough. It's a good day. It's gonna be a good day. Eventually. We got a radiator, coolers, AC, and Dale's fixing an axle on a manure tank that he definitely did not break. We're getting there today. Alright, so that's all locked in, locked down. There's a mystery. I don't know where that fitting goes. I don't see any other coolant line for that. And I can't even see where the hose was on this engine to go there. This one ran back. That one goes back. This one goes to the filter. I might have to go look at the other tractor to figure this out. I had to steal this hose. Getting closer. Looking a little more like a tractor now. Well, we got that mystery figured out. I had this hose because it was laid back over here, connected to this hose because I forgot this guy was here. So, everything's good there. I got to tighten down those lines for the cooler, some of these clamps, go over all that, and then we can start throwing stuff up top here. You know, like the air cleaner and the muffler that used to be there. Yeah. Alright. Currently Saturday night after chores, about 7:30, 8 o'clock, somewhere in there. The goal for tonight is to get this thing put back together enough it'll at least fire. Pretty obtainable. I got this one cleaned off. We're going to yank that hose off. So tomorrow morning I can go and get the hose made, hopefully. And no more hydraulic leaks on that because it'll be a week or so before the white's back. If I can't get the hose made uptown for that, I will just rob the one off of this, which I hate to do now that it's back to running, but we do what we gotta do. So we're gonna start on this one. Yeah, we're gonna start on this one. I think that one's still wet because I actually cleaned it off before it started, which is just should be awesome. I can't wait for that. This one is a dirty little pig, but we're gonna get it hopefully at least firing tonight. That'll be awesome. That'll be a good boost of energy, which will hopefully carry me to doing that one. Gotta prime up that fuel system. Sorry. I'm trying not to make it shake, but it's shaking. We're gonna prime up the fuel system. Got all the intake piping on there, air filter, no exhaust, so that's fine. We're just gonna hear it run because I really want to hear it run. We got fuel coming. It's happening. Oh God. All I gotta do is hook up these batteries and theoretically, it should start. I'm going to take one last little look over, because the last thing I want to do is have a wrench in the fan or a bolt, and that's usually how these things go for me, but we'll see if we can get a pop. It's ready. Batteries are hooked up and everything. I've looked over it 3 times, and I am honestly scared to death to do this. I don't know why. This is weird. Maybe it's a sign something's wrong. I'll just... That's on fire. That was a master switch. Up here in the cab. See what we got for error codes. 392.26. 392.26. I'm going to look those up real quick just to see if they're not sensors. 392 and 26. So I just looked it up, and those codes and what I have for reading the codes aren't even in there, so mildly concerning, but I'm just gonna do it. I think I just gotta do it. Alright, here we go. Now, there's no coolant in this, so I'm not gonna run it very long. And it might not even pop because I had to bleed the air filter, right? Or the fuel filter. Oh god. Fuel solenoid snap, so that's cool. I shut it off there. I think she's a little starved for fuel. But nothing came out flying besides some stuff that the birds probably flew in, so that's cool. Let me prime it up a little bit. Oh my god. Alrighty, primed her up a little bit. Maybe a hood stack. Oh man. Woo! Well, that should take care of the birds in here for tonight. Well, that better probably gonna keep the birds out of here tonight. That thing fired up. Sounded good. You know, just the engine. It wasn't the loud, rattly knock that this thing usually is. And that's got me all fired up to tear into this. After maybe one and a little more beer. But god damn, I still got the shakes. That was nerve-wracking. But we'll get coolant in it tomorrow. I'll run it a little more. Like I said, we're probably not going to put the hood on right away. We're going to get it out, do some running just to make sure nothing pops up. It sounds real good, so I'm not too worried about it, but I know as soon as I put the hood on, I'll have to take the hood off to do something. So we're going to wait on that for now. We'll get some hours on it. No, not hours. We'll get some rundown. I'll run it up the road or something, but whew, it's a good feeling. All right. On to this one. This is not a good feeling. This ain't going to be fun. This is not going to be fun for anyone. But you can watch. Well, unfortunately, it looks like I am going to need 1.5 inches. 1.5 inch wrench to pull that line, because it is big, and even pipe wrenches. I got it loosened with the pipe wrench, but it's a jam nut into another nut that the other nut spun. Of course, why wouldn't it? Which means it's probably going to leak out of that one after I replace the hose. So this is at a standstill until I get that wrench, which I'll probably have to drive up to the hardware store, buy said wrench, come back, take that line off, take the line off, drive back to the store, and hopefully get it fixed. If not, problem child is sacrificing its line. And then I'll get, there's supposed to be a part number on it. I looked, I couldn't find it, even though this one's actually pretty clean underneath. I couldn't see the part number they wanted. All I could see was like the part number for the fittings. So, looks like we're done in here for tonight. Maybe we'll start it up one more time. I mean, I guess. Almost sounded like something was rattling there at the end. Probably. That's how these things go. I want to worry about that in the morning, because right now it's a good time. Productive night, productive day. All around. Productive. Very nice. I looked into it. It was the fan shroud. So, down here at the bottom, this side, it's split down there, and it was hitting that. So, I don't know. We'll figure something out. Duct tape, zip tie. That's minor. We're going out on a high note. She's running good. See you guys tomorrow. Commence work on fixing that leaking line on this thing. This line that runs here to there. Now, the local hardware store did not have a splice for 1-inch line, but they had pipe fittings, pipe thread fittings, and with a coupler we made that work. This is the second attempt at it, because the first time it was a little too long to work, and so we went back, chopped it right behind the fitting, and lo and behold, now she's right. I had them a little cockeyed, and I thought I had that on there and had it tightened down. Turns out it was not. It was just sitting in there weird, and that made a mess. But we got it all back put together now. She's tight. So this thing's done. Just super oily, so that's probably gonna get caked full of dust and dirt. So maybe give that a little bath. Should run it down now that I got this cover off. Might do that yet. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Made a hell of a mess. Haven't got to doing anything on this today, and the way it's going, I might not. I don't know yet. It still runs, so that's good. But I only fed one load this morning. I got 2 more to feed the cows and a whole nother load to feed the dry cows. So I might get this thing buttoned up and do some feeding. Getting a little more of her clothes back on. Gotta get that exhaust up there. Getting the rest of the covers. Gotta throw coolant on before I get the hood on, hopefully, and do a little knickknacks, get the floor back in it. Getting there. Getting there. Well, we skipped a few steps, but she's back together. It's kind of a nightmare to get the hood to want to close straight, but we got that. Drove her up and down the road. Seems to be good for now anyway. Got a little present for this thing. Some nice brand new dual hubs. Which I gotta look. Now that I look at it, there ain't a whole lot of room here. But it'll work. We'll make it work. Man, I tell you, after a week of just everything breaking, it sure is nice just to walk in here and see nothing. Granted, tomorrow, I believe there's going to be a new radiator here for the white to get that thing fixed. And I got to run over and get the big 1-inch air impact so we can get some duals on this thing. But yeah, we're kind of pecking away. Basically just playing catch up from the last week where everything just seemed to break. So I think we're gaining. We're gaining a little bit. Even though this light doesn't want to work, but that's fine. We'll get a new light. Slowly but surely. Gonna see what happens tonight. It's supposed to rain. We might go pick up the latest purchase, which is a big one, money wise anyway, so we'll see if that happens or not. But if it don't, we're gonna get a manure tank hooked up. We got the new axle in. Actually sent us the right one this time. Get the tire on that put in, and someone's gonna crawl on that manure tank and not leave for a week, basically until it quits pumping. So we got a plan no matter what. The weather's finally looking dry enough and warm enough. We could probably start working some ground, planting some corn. I still haven't pulled my corn planter out of the shed, but it's probably fine. I mean, that's fine. So anyway, it runs pretty good. Probably better than it did. I actually turned the fuel up a little bit just because it was an 8670 motor. I need an 8770 motor. And it smokes way less than it did before, so should be good. My new purchase is probably going to test the horsepower of this thing, so hopefully it's ready. And if it's not, well, I mean, we'll tackle that bridge when it gets to it. But I'm trying to think of how this video is going to go and if this is the end of it. If it is, we did it. And if there's more to come, there's probably more left on this video. And then see you tomorrow. Oh, that's a lot of money back there.